You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 1st of August, 2026. It is 41 days after the summer solstice. It is 52 days before the autumnal equinox. Today is Emancipation Day across many English-speaking countries in the Caribbean. It honors the day in 1834 when chattel slavery was abolished in the British Empire. In today's episode, plants in the lawn, the first weather forecast, the old Astoria ferry, Sylvia's restaurant, Herman Melville, the queen of the roller derby, and more. Today's forecast: partly sunny, high near 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.4 Celsius. Calm wind, becoming south 5 to 9 miles per hour in the afternoon. The sun rises today at 5:52 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:02 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:11 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:42 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:20 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 1 second shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 91% full at midday. The moon sets today at 8:50 a.m. and then it rises again at 9:42 p.m. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the middle of the night, high tide, 12:35 a.m., 1 meter 58. In the morning, low tide, 6:43 a.m., 3 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:05 p.m., 1 meter 55. In the evening, low tide, 7:04 p.m., 15 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, looking at the edges of gardens and lawns in the park, another plant has caught our eye. It lies low to the ground and has a spreading habit. Its leaves look just like small geranium leaves. And indeed, this is the wild Carolina geranium. It's also called Carolina cranesbill. It does flower in the spring and summer, but it's not too flashy. And because it self-sows so readily and crowds out other plants, many people consider it a weed. And there's a whole industry devoted to herbicides that can kill it. But mourning doves like to eat the fruit it produces, and pollinators too are fond of it. Since we like our lawns a little untamed and free of poison, we welcome the Carolina cranesbill to the mix of grass, clover, plantains, and dandelions that make for a truly lush lawn. Commemorations. On this day in 1861, the first known weather forecast was published by Robert Fitzroy, a British naval officer. It appeared in the London Times and predicted the day would be 62 degrees with clear skies in London. It was largely accurate. Fitzroy had been the captain of the ship the Beagle, which had taken Charles Darwin to the Galapagos a quarter-century before. In his later career, Fitzroy had taken an interest in weather forecasting as an aid to navigation at sea, but his weather reports became popular with a wide public. Hat tip to this pioneer of weather reporting. On this day in 1936, regular ferry service between Manhattan and Astoria was discontinued just weeks before the Triborough Bridge opened. The loss of the ferry and tram would send the old village of Astoria, centered on Hallett's Point, into decline. The center of gravity of the neighborhood shifted inland toward the subways. Ferry service was restored in August 2017. New York food culture. On this day in 1962, soul food legend Sylvia Woods opened her restaurant, Sylvia's, in Harlem. She started with a counter and 4 booths. Over time, she expanded, building her restaurant into a world-famous soul food eatery. Woods died in 2020, but the restaurant remains a Harlem institution. Today, we remember Herman Melville, born this day in 1819 in New York City. As a young man, Melville went to sea, providing him rich material for his many writings. His travel books, Typee and Omoo, were very popular when they came out, but his great work, Moby Dick, was received to mixed reviews. It was only in the 20th century that it came to be revered as an American masterpiece. He is buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx, and if you go to visit, you will see people have left ballpoint pens all over his tombstone. Remember Herman Melville today. Today we also remember Anne Teresa Calvello, born this day in 1929. She competed in the roller derby for 7 decades, beginning her career at the age of 18. She earned the nickname the meanest mama on skates for her competitive style of play, and she had a keen sense of showmanship, dyeing her hair green for St. Patrick's Day, or lavender or pink, and purposely wearing mismatched red and blue gloves or bright polka dots. In later years, when the roller derby enjoyed a revival among young women, Calvello became a role model for the young ones. In Texas, the roller girls named their championship the Calvello Cup. She was tough. Over her career, she broke 20 bones and suffered cracked ribs many times, but she played on. She once said the highest compliment that could be paid to her was to call her a good broad. Remember Anne Teresa Calvello today. Today is National Mustard Day. It was established in 1991 by the Mustard Museum in Middleton, Wisconsin, and they host a festival that attracts up to 6,000 people every year. The Mustard Museum is one of our favorite small regional museums. Happy National Mustard Day to all. Finally, the 1st of August is the midpoint of summer. It is celebrated across many cultures. In England, today is known as Lammas Day, a contraction of Loaf Mass Day, because on this day in the Middle Ages, loaves baked from the first fruits of harvest were brought to churches to be blessed. And since here we have just entered the Lenape corn moon, we too celebrate the first big crops coming in. Happy first fruits to all. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 1st of August, 2026.